A very warm welcome to you all. Thank you for joining us for another one of our Meet the Teams, where we are going to speak to the teams that are going to be lighting up the action, lighting up the floor for this weekend's UK Floorball National Finals. Today, it is the league champions, the reigning playoff champions. It's the big guys. It's the Great White Sharks of London Sharks from London. So, gents, welcome in. We've got Fredrik Olsson and Rasmus Hermansson. Nearly the oldest, not quite, and the youngest player possibly in the league, in your case, Rasmus.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I think so. And just to dive in, negating our questions, you scored in was it the final you scored in last year, Rasmus?
Well, yes, but I did not score for this team, unfortunately. So, yeah, new transfer.
Of course. There we go. Yes. I remember it got over huge in the arena. Everybody was delighted with your goal regardless. So, guys, the Sharks. It's been another fantastic season, I think, from the outside looking in at Grey White Sharks, obviously top of the table. I don't think you can argue too much with that. But Fredrik, just talk to us about how the season has gone.
Yeah, you're spot on there. It's been another successful season. We are undefeated this year again, which is fantastic. Couple of draws, so we kind of woke up a bit late in some games, etc. But it's been a good season. We have a great bunch of guys pulling it all together. Great team spirit, and yeah, we just have loads of fun when we're playing together.
Rasmus, obviously first year on the team for you. How have you found it, and how have you found the season?
Yeah, no, it's been great, very good, all good coming into the team, and yeah, as Fredrik said, team spirit's great, everything, good play. Yeah, I found it amazing, honestly.
So I've been asking all the teams this. Obviously, it's the final run in to the final. And it's been a few weeks since league competition. So, Fredrik, how has training gone? How has the preparation gone?
Yeah, we've been kept going, train as much as we can. Of course, we're coming to the end of the season, so we got to just keep going, keep our physics going. You can't go too hard because you want to be ready and fresh for the games coming up this weekend. And no, it's been good. Again, some tactics, some like free hits, etc. We've been talking about, but yeah, we're going to be ready on Sunday for 2 really tough games, no matter where we're going.
And Rasmus, how have you been finding? Again, how have you found the run into your second finals?
Very good, as you said. We won the season here, and I think the team's ready for the finals. We've got a lot of experienced players, so I think I'm very looking forward to that. And credit to Fredrik, has been keeping the team training, not only in training and coming and participating, but also on their own time, keeping us fit and running. Yeah.
So, Fredrik, are you one of the primary coaches with the Sharks and taking control of the sessions?
No, we have Adam Saletti, who's looking after the coaching to training of the whole club, and also coaching Great White. So he's a fantastic fire soul, as we say in Sweden. Like he's there most of the practices. Even though he's got a little kid, etc., and pushing everybody and organizing and fixing behind the scenes as well. So it's a lot of work, but yeah, a big star for him in the book. I'm there if he needs a day off or so. But I think together we run it smoothly together and moving in the right direction. It's fun. We also, as Great Whites, not Great Whites, as London Sharks, we're open for people to come and join. So any level. So our club is welcoming anyone. So we have approach of trying to be professional, and how do you become better player? Yeah, you go full on each practice, each drill. So you want to improve your game and become a better player, but like I said, we also open for new players to join and on different levels to see if they like the sport.
That's really, really good to hear, because obviously you look at the record of the Great White Sharks the last couple of seasons. you guys have been borderline untouchable, like you say, another lossless season. Maybe teams might, or players looking to join you think, oh, I don't know if that's quite for me, but sounds like you've got a really inclusive club.
100%.
Nice. So obviously you were both at finals last year. How does that experience of playing under the extremely bright hot lights of Crystal Palace last year, how's that going to prepare you for this weekend? And we'll start with you, Fredrik.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just to be ready up here, you know, because, you know, you can't change your physics, like I mentioned earlier, etc. And, you know, like, and for me, I'm a bit of the pushing the team forward, etc. So we all need to be prepared mentally, you know, and you know, we have tactics, so we need to pull into and trust each other, the way we play, etc. So I mean, it's really to go out there and like I said, it's also like you have 3 other teams that's very good, and you know, on a day, it's the form that's, and also the willing to win, you know, that's gonna decide on each game, and small margins, you know. So it's just a matter of getting the brain to and the body to be ready. So of course.
And Rasmus, same to you. How does last year's experience set you up for the weekend?
Yes, I think, as Fredrik said, it prepares you mentally, and just the experience of being in a final before this. I think that last year I didn't go to the real final, but this year I'm very much hoping to do so, of course. And yeah, I'm really looking forward. I think it will be a great experience. And yeah, last year we'll prepare as we got experience, and also the season we've been training hard. So yeah, it's all coming down to this.
Fantastic. What have been some of your highlights on the season, either as a team or as an individual? And Rasmus, we'll kick off with you.
Well, I'll take the most obvious one. When we won the season without any losses at all, I think that was a great performance for the team, and I think it really gives us the confidence that we think we can go in and we can win this. So, yeah, that's great. Obviously, we got some draws, but I think that once it gets to the finals, we'll pull it together and play very good.
And Fredrik, any standout moments from the year?
It's yet to come. It's for Sunday to show us the way for our moment of this year. It's been a great season. Like I said, team spirit is there, everything. But the big moment is on Sunday. Going to be psyched up for that one. So, yeah, it's yet to come.
In terms of the sport overall, and before we came online, Rasmus and I were just talking about, for example, the SSL. Fredrik, if you were to try and advertise the sport or sell the sport, because I think it's a great sport, I assume you two do as well, what would you say to people?
Well, the thing is, you know, like when I started, you know, myself many years ago, you know, ice hockey was the big sport in Sweden, and floorball was like, you know, just pick up a stick and you have your shoes and your indoor clothes and you can join. So I think anyone can join, you know, and it's a fun sport. And like I said, we have a good team spirit in the club, and you know, like it's a fun environment to be in, and give it a go, you know, like.
I think we've lost Fredrik. Oh,
Fredrik,
yeah,
I'm back. It's a very technical and difficult sport, but you know, like I said, you know, if you played hockey, like British style hockey, you know, you can easily convert to floorball as well. So I think, you know, the sport, you know, it's been a little bit of touch and go after COVID, but hopefully it will be the regrowth will come, you know. So I'm really hoping for that.
Yeah, touching on that, actually, the coming back from COVID, how big was last year's final? Obviously played at a really historic venue, great games. How big is that in the recovery from COVID for the sport?
I think it's a part of the steps that we have to take to grow the sport. I mean, it's a bigger thing than that for me. You know, it's about implementing it into British schools. You know, from, you know, it's not only England, it's you know, Scotland and Wales. You know, trying to get the sport implemented like we do in Sweden, that you can try it. don't like it, you don't like it. But I think a lot of kids would pick it up, and enjoy it. But of course, the finals are amazing, and it was great for in London. There was some audience from, or there was some audience from different clubs coming and supporting, and I hope it's going to be the same this weekend with a bit of noise around it, which is very important. But all in all, I see a fairly bright future, but there's a lot of work to do to get the momentum of marketing, so to say, for people to know that we're here and they can try it.
And Rasmus, what would you say? Obviously, a little bit younger than Fredrik, but plenty of experience in the sport. What would you say to people thinking about the game?
Well, if I were to pitch it, I would pitch it as a high-speed, intense sport with lots of goals. I think just the right amount where you don't score on every opportunity, but you get a lot of goals, and that means it's also good for the public to come and watch because it's a lot of enjoyment for them as well. Yeah. I think the most important part is probably about team spirit, because that really, it levels up the game and it just makes it fun for everyone.
I completely agree with you. On that one. I found my experience with the sport, working with the teams and training myself, it's such a welcoming sport. And highly recommend anybody watching this thinking, oh yeah, I might give it a go. Check it out. Watch some games and go and look up your local club. There are more than you think. Thinking about this weekend, Fredrik, what are we going to see from the Sharks?
Well, I'm hoping we're going to see a very well organized team. We're building a lot around a really solid defense. But we have so many high quality attackers. New is to the team's Rasmus, fantastic. But there's also a lot of the old guys, like building on the solid frame from previous years. So I hope it's going to be a really nice, a really playful team showing up with a lot of ideas and creativity, but also with the solid defense that we always had, and that's going to make us go far.
And Rasmus, from your point of view?
I'd say you can expect a high-paced game where in the season we put a lot of pressure on how we were going to stress the opponent and how we're going to put our pressure on. So I think you'll see a very, very well organized team coming into the finals here. Sorry. With great players and good experience. Yeah, that's it.
So Fredrik, I'm going to give you the final word. Just anybody who's stumbled across this video, they're not quite sure what to expect. What would you tell them about this weekend?
Yeah, come along and watch a really fun, quick game. It's going to be loads of goals, I hope, and a lot of tough but fair game, with it's going to be an exciting weekend. Like I said, we got 4 teams showing up. All of the teams have a possibility to win this, because we won this. The league is not we're going to win, but all the 4 teams are possible winners. So it's going to be a tough, fair weekend, but I hope Great White is going to make it all the way again.
Rasmus, are you gonna be lifting the trophy at the end?
Yes, of course.
Perfect. Well, the absolute best of luck to you both, and really grateful for taking the time to talk to me and advertise our fantastic sport. And thank you as well for checking out the video, for watching this. If you're not subscribed, please consider it and maybe hit that like as well. Of course, if you're intrigued, if you're interested, got the games from last year. The final was pretty good last year. And it's going to be fantastic this weekend. We've got games from 9 a.m. this Sunday. And if you're in London, if you're able to get to Barking, why not get to the Barking Sports House and check it out? Appreciate your time, and we'll see you on Sunday.
Thank you, Darren.
Thanks.